I'm Laura with Red Desert Violin, and in this video I'm going to show you the very beginnings of spiccato. Some of you are probably too advanced for this video. This is how I teach it to my Book 2 Suzuki students, and it makes it very easy for them to understand the concept of spiccato. Okay, first we start with our twinkle variation rhythms. Remember variation 1? Tut 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 tut. Okay, we learn to bounce at the tip of the bow. Now let me show you. It's easy. Try it with me. You can do it. Everybody can do this. What we're doing is we're allowing the bow to bounce. We're allowing the bow to do the work for us. We are simply pushing the bow down however hard we want it to control the speed. We have 4 fast notes and 2 slower notes. Think about it. Do it for several minutes. Pay attention to what your hand is doing. Your hand knows how to do it. It's already controlling the speed perfectly. It's using this teeter-totter motion. Let me show you. Watch carefully the pinky versus the index. Now let me ask you, what finger is in charge of, this is like dribbling a ball, dribbling a basketball. Which finger is pushing that ball down to the ground? First finger. Now, what if we wanted to do super slow? Super slow bounces like that. We can only bounce the bow so hard, and we can only slam it so hard. So there's another finger that helps the bow to stay suspended. And it's the pinky. Okay, so if you can zero in, dial in on the 2 opposing jobs of the index finger and the pinky, you're going to understand spiccato very well. Now let's try variation B. Ba, 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 ba. That's an example. Pinky has to hold the bow up. Bum, bum, pinky, 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 pinky. Now, if your arm is moving, then you're doing it wrong. The hand has to stay still, just like it's attached to something, and the bow does the rest. Okay, variation C. That's different. See how you know how to change your dribbling pattern to create the rhythm that you want. You know how to do it. Variation D. You can put a little accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What finger is creating that accent? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index. Okay, that's the 4 basic variations. There's variation E, which is triplets. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we were to use those 4 variations, practice the dribbling, pay attention to the job of first finger and pinky. The next step is we have to introduce the down bow and up bow. So we still don't need our left hand. Okay, so you start out at the tip, try to move the bow back and forth a little bit. Make sure you're using your elbow, not your shoulder. You also have to nail and master the skill of striking the same sounding point every time. Very, very hard to do at the tip. Luckily, most spiccato isn't done at the tip. That was just for an exercise. After you can do that, back and forth a little bit. Don't spend a lot of time on that step. Move it to the middle. See where my tape is? Move it right to your square. And try it there. But you still have to let the bow do its job. You cannot interfere with it. Remember how we did it out here? Your bow knows what it's doing if you just don't get in its way. In the middle of the bow, try it silently. That's pure, that's what I call dribbling. It's without any up bow or down bow. Dribble. Alternating pinky and first finger. Not the arm. Okay? Then all you have to do is add this motion. And here's what beginners do. They go like this. Their last note comes early because their pinky isn't suspending the bow. It'll be a disaster if your bow is not straight. That's a disaster. Keep it straight. Use your greasy elbow and hit the same spot on the sounding point every time. What you're making is you're making a little arc, and at a certain point on that arc it touches the string, and you're trying to make the most of that microsecond that the bow is on the string to get a nice tone. Otherwise you get a hacking, scratching sound, and it takes practice. The main rule is let your bow do its job. Alternate pinky and index finger. Keep in mind what you learned from dribbling. You know how to dribble so instinctively. Don't change that, because that's perfect. All you have to master next is the bottom of the arc so that it contacts and engages the string and gets a tone. Now here's too vertical of an arc. That's too hard. I'm gonna make my bounce a little lower, and I'm gonna broaden my arc so that more of my horsehair touches the string. No. Variation B. C. Faster. Slower. Variation D. Faster. from the elbow, fingers and wrist. No shoulder. All right? So work on your twinkle variations using spiccato. Put a piece of tape. It really helps the eye to make the most of that arc. String crossings, that's a whole nother video. But you can prepare for it by taking a basketball and dribbling it down some stairs. I'm not joking. And then dribble them back up the stairs. If you can do that, you'll learn a lot about spiccato and string crossings. I'll cover that in the next video.